G'day, and welcome to Mark and Sam After Work. Today I want to do a quick video to go through and explain some of the sounds that you're listening to in our ELR videos. So our extreme long range shooting videos. I suppose first off to understand is that I take all footage. I have multiple cameras running. I time all the cameras with sounds. I go through and time them all to make sure that you get you get more than the normal audio experience if you're actually out there shooting.
Right and low. One target low, 2.5 targets right. Yep. Hit! Beautiful. 12 o'clock, 4 inches top edge. Right and low. One target low, 4 targets. Hit! On target.
What am I trying to say with that? Well, what I'm trying to say is that because I time all this together, you get to hear in one source all the noises put together, which also probably gives you a slightly unrealistic view of what's actually happening. At the shooter's end, we cannot hear, essentially past around a mile, that neck of the woods, maybe a little bit closer than that, but somewhere around there, we cannot hear impacts at target. So we don't get to hear anything there. The GoPros at target are what's capturing that sound, and I'm timing it all together. Equally, at target, you cannot hear the bullet flying. That buzzing sound, that humming sound, that whirring sound actually is a sound that's transferred back from sheds in the middle, and I'll go through and explain that a little bit, but it actually transfers back to the shooter, so we hear it at shooter's end. The other little bit that's different is because of the way videos capture the audio, the blast and that quiet patch is what the cameras do. That's the auto adjusting inside the camera. That's what goes quiet immediately after the shot. It doesn't go quiet immediately after the shot in reality. The wind, the amount of wind we're listening to, I have a microphone with a windsock on it to try and help as much as possible at our shooter's end, but that is something we have to deal with when we're up there and shooting. It can be quite loud even though you're getting an okay sort of sound experience. But first off, up at the shooter, and I'll run through, this is actually a bit of video of shooting our 3006 and of the 308, and this is what this is the sound we're listening to.
Right and low. One target low, 2.5 targets right. Yep. Hit! Beautiful. 12 o'clock, 4 inches top edge.
That's the 308.
Right and low. One target low, 4 targets right. Hit! On target. Beautiful. 3 o'clock, just off center.
And that's the 3006. So that's our audio. We're hearing that buzz and of the bullet, or the hum, or the whir, like I said, of the bullet flying, where we hear the blast. We don't get that little quiet patch that you heard there, but that's what we hear at the shooter's end. At the target end, this is what we hear, this is what the cameras hear down there. So that's the 308. and that's the 30.06. Now this is all a timing thing. This is about how fast the bullet started off and the BC and all that sort of stuff. But this is all in what I consider ELR, where the bullet has gone subsonic. There's three noises you heard. First was the slowdown sonic boom. So as the bullet goes from supersonic to subsonic, there is a little sonic boom. That's the first impact. That you'll hear at different timing in different places through the shot, because it is sound that happens. There's a bang. And because it goes bang and then the bullet is going slower than the speed of sound, it ends up beating the bullet to target. Then you hear the impact, and then you hear the retort of the rifle. It's quite surprising how far you can hear that retort of the rifle, a little bit influenced by wind, but generally, if you listen carefully, in the cut together videos, it's not so easy to hear because there's noises from our end and we start talking and that sort of stuff. Sam's making a call. But yes, you can actually hear the retort just after the actual bullets hit. We have videos to go through. There's another video, I'll put a link down below, which links as to different calibers at different distances and that side of things. But that's it. I suppose the interesting thing is that first sound, that's what it is. It's not a ricochet, it's the sonic boom beating the bullet to target. And of course, if you're shooting to where you are not going subsonic, then it doesn't beat, you don't get a sonic boom because it's actually the impact, but that's that bit. More interestingly is that whirring noise, and that, well, I'll explain that here.
Okay, well, this is what's in the middle of our long range shots. And we're shooting from behind the camera and in that direction. Generally the bullet path is 500 or 1,000 yards on one or other side of this area here. We never shoot directly over the top of this area, and of course there's no one ever here. We've always pre-organised that there's no one here. But my assumption at least is this large shed, this big resonant amplifier is what we're getting to hear, and whether that's all bullet flight or that's actually the retort of the rifle resonating from here that comes back up to us at the shooter is what we're actually listening to. Of course, none of this you hear down at target in the other direction, but like I said, my thoughts are this giant shed is what that's coming from.
That's pretty much as concise as I can be. They are the sounds. Like said, I cut it all together so you get probably more than the experience, and an audio experience at least, than what we get as the shooter or what the target gets as the shot at. It's all cut together, all timed, it's all there. So there is quite a bit going on in every one of those videos. But listen, I hope that was a little bit informative, maybe a little bit entertaining, but I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for checking in on us, and we'll catch you next time.